Hey Aries, how you doing? I hope you are really, really well. My name is Diane and we are going to do a love reading for June. But it is a timeless reading, Aries, so whenever you happen to get this is when you were meant to see it. You are so welcome here. Thank you so much for taking the time to check it. Oh my god, to check out the reading. I appreciate it so much. And if you feel like liking and subscribing for me, you know, I would appreciate that so much as well. Okay, so let's see who is coming towards you. Who is coming towards Aries? Okay, you have the Lovers. I'm just going to take the top one. So you have the Lovers here, so you could, very nice. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, or a Gemini. This is true love. This is soulmate energy you have coming in here. I feel that union is very close. The hands on those lovers, like they're reaching out to touch one another. I feel like this is it's happening. Like you're gonna start seeing progress here with this. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. This is a commitment that's coming in here. This is, wow. This is looking like the one, Aries. This is looking like the one you're gonna be with. This, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is like marriage, moving in together, starting a family, settling down, whatever commitment means for you. Now the thing about the Lovers is it's called the True Love card. And the reason it's called the True Love card is because it really is true love. You know, they're both naked in the card. It's indicative of two people who have had to release the ego before they have come together. And by that I mean, you know, the collection of beliefs that you have surrounding love, right? So like maybe you've had a hard go of it in love, right? So you kind of, until you deal with the ego, you kind of end up projecting that onto future relationships, right? So that's basically what you guys have been having to deal with before you've come together. Wow, nice reading, Aries. Okay, what else about this person coming towards Aries, please? They're very slow. This is a very, very slow moving energy. Okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a fated connection that you have going on here. They could be a Sagittarius. There's been divine timing at play here. You have the Seven of Swords, so it kind of looks like this person's had to leave something behind. They've been learning some kind of karmic lesson, this person. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Alright, this person, whoever you're dealing with here, they have struggled with low self-esteem in the past, okay? That's what they've left behind. I feel like meeting you, or maybe when you meet this person, they'll have already dealt with that. But, you know, if you're in separation with this person and you're waiting for them to come back around, they've been working on low self-esteem. And I feel like meeting you has, like, lifted their self-esteem and their self-worth. You have the Five of Swords. So they've walked away from something. I kind of want to take that one. You have the Two of Swords here. I feel like this person didn't, excuse me, like, what if this is someone you already know? See, my throat is going. I feel like this person kind of struggled to speak up for themselves before. And they were kind of in this mindset here. Now, I don't know if this is also a person that they were dealing with or a set of people or a situation. I'm going to clarify. But it's like a mindset where they just, you know, the Two of Swords is like sticking your head in the sand and just not dealing with something. Clarify the Lovers, please. You have the Hanged Man. Aww. You have the Six of Cups here. This is someone that you are going to, like the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, like you're going to make each other very, very happy in day-to-day life. Like, that's what the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Cups represent. That's like being happy together in day-to-day life. This person wants to give you like a legacy. They want to build a legacy with you. They want to be able to give you everything. You have the Lovers with the Hanged Man, so there's definitely been a delay in this connection. You could be dealing with a Pisces, but there's definitely been a delay. And the reason for that, like I said with the Lovers, these soulmate connections, because that's what you're dealing with when you have the Lovers. You know, these soulmate connections, they usually don't come together immediately. You could have a third party situation for some of you going on here. They don't come together immediately because, like, usually what happens is you meet, you trigger each other, and then you go away to heal that. So they'll have triggered whatever needed healing in you, and you have triggered this self-esteem thing in them, right? And both of you had a little bit of purging to do. Like, you both had to, because the ego, like the Lovers means the death of the ego. So that's not like, oh, you know, this person thinks they're better than me. It's like these false ideas and beliefs that you have about yourself and the world, about other people in it, and how you interact with them, that you have to release. You know, because this person may have been like, oh, well, I could never be with someone like Aries because, you know, they're too good for me. Or they may have stayed in a bad relationship because they didn't feel confident enough to leave it or something like that. Because you do have the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Cups and you have the Devil. So this could be you that was in a third party, or it could be them. And I feel like that's come up in your readings a lot. I feel like this person, I have to say, I feel like this person was in some kind of toxic third party connection. And I feel like it's because this person lacked confidence. Because if, I don't know if there's anyone here who lacks confidence that's watching, but, or if you struggled with that in the past, but when you lack confidence like that, sorry about my throat, I've been a little under the weather the last few days as well, but I'm wondering if this is also to do with your person learning to speak up for themselves. You know, when you lack confidence, you tend to stay in these connections that are toxic, right? That are not good for you. So, okay, let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. The Star, yeah, this is fated. It's going to be a very, very healing connection. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. This is like, you guys are each other's reward, basically, for, you know, for everything that you've been through, like for everything that you've had to do, for all the ishy relationships, for the bad ways that people have treated you, for learning your lessons. The Star card is a reward card. It's an accomplishment card. Like, it appears when you have achieved a certain cycle. So you're basically this person's reward, like, because this is karmic lessons that they were dealing with here with the Seven of Swords. Like, they had to learn lessons before they could have you, right? They had to learn to stand up for themselves. They had to learn to be able to perceive their own worth, right? To not be like, oh, I'm just gonna stay in this connection because, like, I don't feel like I could get anyone better, or I don't feel like I deserve any better. They've definitely, this person's been kind of badly treated, Aries, with this Nine of Wands here. They're a bit of a wounded warrior, you know. So they might be a little, my ears are ringing. They might be a little delicate when they first come in, okay? But, you know, with the Star card, this is someone, what you see is what you get with this person. They're very honest. You're going to find that they're very like you. Yeah, this person, that shot out. You have the Seven of Swords with the Fool. Like, this person is done with their past. They are done. It doesn't have to be a third party connection for all of you. For some of you it might just be the low self-confidence thing, but I think for at least some of you this person was in a toxic third party connection. but they're done. They are done with that. They have learned everything that they could from that connection, and now they're bouncing. Because the Fool here, like, they're putting their faith in you in this connection, because it's the lovers, it's true love, it's a soulmate connection, you know. They feel it, you feel it. It's taken a long time for you guys to get together, but that's what happens with these soulmate connections. That's just the way that it is. Because the thing is, if you weren't both healed and you just came together, you would both just screw up, basically, you know, because you're dragging your past into the connection, they're dragging their past into the connection, you know. Like, the person, that devil often shows up for me as codependency. So they could be in a codependent relationship, which means one person is giving and the other one is taking. So this person is going to be the one that's giving, right? Which means that that's something that they're used to. So if they had tried to get into a connection with you when they were still in this weird codependent state and not understanding their own worth, it just wouldn't have worked, right? But the Fool, like, this person's ready to take a leap of faith with you. Like, they're so ready. They may have had to they've had to change aspects of themselves, like this confidence thing. I really feel like meeting you made this person realize their self-worth. Probably because they think so highly of you, right? Like, oh, Aries is interested in me, like someone like Aries loves me, like, oh my god, like I must be so much better than I thought I was. You know, it's that kind of energy here. I'm not going to take these, I'm just going to take the Fool. So clarify that Nine of Pentacles, please. Clarify that Nine of Pentacles, please. That's a lot. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles, please. Yeah. You have the Nine of Pentacles with the Sun. This person, they may have Leo in their chart, or they may be a Leo, but they are they could also be an Aries, another Aries, but they are really stepping into their power. This person has really leveled up. They've definitely been through it. You know, with the Emperor, they've definitely been through it. But they're wiser for it, you know. I think you'll be surprised. Well, it depends on how much interaction you had with this person before, but you might be surprised at how confident they are now when they come back. And I think, you know, a lot of it is, it's like I've said before, you make this person strong. You make them feel strong, because you bring a lot of happiness into this person's life. They've broken free from something. Yeah, okay, so you have the Five of Swords with Judgment and Temperance have come out together. So let me just clarify that a little bit more. Because for some of you, this is simply that they had, like, for those of you not resonating with this third party, it's the confidence thing. Like, they had a really bad mindset. I think they were very judgmental of themselves. They may have faced a lot of judgment from people in the past or something like this. There was also an inability here with this person to make a decision for some reason. But with the Temperance card, they've been transmuting that energy. Clarify this Judgment, please. Well, give me a bit more. What is this? Okay. Yeah, they couldn't make a decision. This person could not make a decision. It's taken this, look, it's another decision card. It's taken this person a really long time to make a decision about this, but the decision has been made with the Justice card, and they're going to be messaging you. Okay, Page of Cups, they're coming in to have an emotional conversation with you. For some of you, it might be an apology. You know, if you feel like this person owes you an apology, it could be an apology for some of you. But it's more, I think, about like, they want to come in and explain to you what's been going on. Like, they want, because you've given them so much, they want to give back to you now. They're very, very sweet. The Page of Cups energy, they are really, really sweet. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Sagittarius, Libra, Pisces. But Page of Cups is someone who is, they're just a sweetheart. They're very playful. It's a very innocent, childlike energy. Very, very sweet, very thoughtful, emotional. They're very emotional. But I feel like they balance it out well. They may have like some combination of this Libra Pisces in their chart. Libra, Leo, Pisces, something like this. They could also be a Virgo. You could have some Virgo energy, because I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck. You have the Queen of Pentacles with the Hermit. Okay, so what's that Five of Swords energy? I feel like they just couldn't make a decision. Because for some of you, they may have been in this kind of toxic connection where they were giving money to someone, or where someone was giving money to them, or it was like a very perfunctory situation. You know, that's what always shows up for me when you have that combination like that. But yeah, I would expect this person to come in like Page of Cups here. You're going to be getting a message from this person, Aries. And they want to give you everything. This is the thing. When they come in, they're not leaving. Okay, so yeah, it might have taken a long time, but when they get here, that's going to be it, you know? So you have this Knight of Pentacles here, so they're very, very slow moving. Very, very slow moving. They could be an earth sign, Virgo or Capricorn. But this is the action that they're going to be taking now. They're a little... you know, they have low self-esteem, this person, for some reason. And you know what else I want to say? You would not think it to look at them, male or female, with this Emperor energy, that you would not think it to look at them. But you know, I feel like this is kind of, they've definitely leveled up, but I feel like they've always been very responsible. They might be kind of quiet, you know, like maybe the kind of person who doesn't say much, you know, not for you. They wouldn't intimidate you because you're an Aries, but, and also because you guys have this soulmate connection, you could just see straight through them. But other people might find them intimidating, kind of like you, Aries, right? You know, because they may be a little gruff. And I don't know how to translate that to a woman, because you wouldn't really say a woman was gruff, but you know, please interpret that how you want to, like that word. But you know, they might just be like, they're kind of silent, and they maybe don't say much, and they just kind of let people talk, but they're very like in control, they're very structured, they're very logical. It's very boss energy. You know, they might be a little intimidating, or they might appear that way, but underneath it, they're just this little cuddly Page of Cups, like very emotional, you know, kind of wearing their heart on their sleeve. You might have met this person at your work, because there's a lot of Pentacles coming through here. Oh yeah, I was talking about this kind of, sorry, the Knight of Pentacles. So they might come in kind of guarded, okay, because it's a very practical energy, very slow moving, very practical, logical, organized, structured. They're kind of proud of themselves though. They're proud of themselves for what they've managed to do here, because I do feel like for some of you, they will have left a third party to come in to give you this offer. They might be a little guarded at first, okay, but like I said, I think I said it, I can't remember, with this Nine of Wands, they've had a hard time of it, you know, I think they've had a hard time in this other relationship they've been in, for those of you that applies to, you know, so they might be a little guarded with you, and they're also not entirely sure, I think, that you want this, because they do suffer with that low self-esteem, you know. But Eight of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, this person, they could definitely have some earth in their chart. They're very, very hardworking. They're very responsible. I feel like this is maybe why they ended up in that third party. You know, like, it's kind of a perfunctory thing. Like maybe for some of you this person was kind of giving the other person money, or they were like looking after the other person, or it just seems like to be a very perfunctory kind of relationship that they were in. But you may very well have met this person at your work, or maybe they teach something in the evenings that they're very good at. They're very good at what they do. They're kind of showing up as a boss energy. They could be a manager or a team leader or something like this. Also, they could be an entrepreneur. But that's how they're showing up. So there's definitely an offer coming in here, Aries, and I know it's taken a long time, but you are dealing with someone who's slow. Like this King of Pentacles energy is practically, he's like a mountain. He just doesn't move. So the fact that he's moved at all is amazing. But these lover connections, like these true love soulmate connections, they take a long time because, you know, Spirit doesn't want you guys to mess it up, basically. Okay, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So you might have been doubting this connection, you know, because it's taken such a long time. You might be like, well, it's obviously not happening because no one on earth would move this slow. But you're an Aries, right? You move very fast. I mean, this person could be an Aries too, but you have to bear in mind, people have other stuff in their charts. Like they might be an Aries sun sign, but they might be a Pisces rising or something, or they might be a Virgo rising, right? So there's, because your rising sign really has a lot of effect on, and your moon as well, like these things, they have a lot of effect. So even if you're dealing with another Aries, you might be like, oh my god, they're so slow. But you have to understand, like, they might have some Pisces in their chart that makes them more emotional than you, or something like this, right? So yeah, you have reflection here. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Now, this is what I think has been happening. I don't think that's a message of what is to happen. I feel like that's what's happening. For some reason, well, it's the soulmate connection. Like I was saying, that's usually what happens. You kind of meet and then you go away and you do some self-reflection and you work through your stuff, and then you come back together all healed up. But make sure that you're listening to your intuition, because you already know about this connect. You know you're supposed to be with this person. Like you can probably already feel. I feel like you're just watching this tarot reading probably for confirmation, because you already kind of know, right? It's like that kind of energy. You have secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you that they're letting on. So, I mean, for some of you, maybe you've not met this person yet and it is literally a secret admirer. But I feel like this person, excuse me, see, they're not great with their throat chakra is kind of what's coming through. You might be dealing with a bit of a strong silent type energy here, and that applies to a woman as well. Like maybe just someone who, like, they're very, like I said, they're kind of silent. You know, they don't just blurt out their feelings. And part of that with this person may be to do with this confidence thing, because I've just put that card down over the Nine of Pentacles. You know, so they maybe didn't feel comfortable telling you how they felt, in case you were just like, ha, I was just kidding. Or like, what are you talking about? Like, I was just looking for, you know, a quick roll in the hay or whatever. You're delusional. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So this person has a lot, because these came out together, this person has a lot more emotions letting on. Okay, there was a lot of emotions. Yeah, see, this part of the reading's all confusion. Even the way the cards came out is very chaotic, and I feel like that is not something this person's used to dealing with. They don't like chaos. They don't like it. They like things to be ordered and structured and logical, and I feel like you kind of threw a spanner in their works here. Because that's why they may have been in a kind of toxic connection, but it was perfunctory. Like maybe this person didn't care so much before they met you. You know, maybe they just thought that that's what relationships were. Like you just got with someone and you gave them money, or they gave you money, and you know, you lived in the same house and that was it. You know, but then all these emotions came out. Because I really think here, this Nine of Pentacles and the Sun, I really think this is also you. They really kind of put you up on a pedestal here. You make them very happy. I feel like you brought a lot of sun into their life. And it was almost like before they met you, they didn't realize the sun was missing from their life. You know, so it's almost like, I don't know, you know, in Scotland we get like a lot of kind of rain and grey days and stuff. So it's those days when you get the sun, you're like, wow, oh my god, like I'd forgotten what this was like being able to walk around in a t-shirt and be warm and it's all sunny and I can put the washing out and stuff. And then the next day it rains and it's really cold. You know, I feel like that's kind of what it was like for this person when you weren't, like they met you and then you went away. They were like, oh, like that's what happiness is like. That's what life could be like with the sunshine. Like I could have that all the time. I could have the Aries in my life all the time. You know, but then there was all this like, oh, like in order to get to the Aries, I would have to leave this toxic energy behind. So there was all this confusion, and I feel like that's not something they were used to, because their emotions for you are very, very strong. They really do kind of put you up on a pedestal here, you know, and it's because you're such a happy person. Like you may not even think that you're very happy, but like you just have so much energy, you know. And I think, like I said, you make this person strong. Yeah, you're very free. That's what they love about you. Like your energy is very free, you're very confident, you're very independent, you do what you want, you say what you want. You know, you're an Aries. It's like very, very strong energy, right? That's what they see. They see like freedom with you, because they didn't have that before, but I think they didn't think it was a big deal that they didn't have it before. But it was like once they saw you, once they had these interactions with you, it's like they couldn't go back. Do you know? They just, I think maybe they tried to go back and it was just like, oh, but once, you know, once you've had the good stuff, like you can't go back to what it was before. Oh, here we go. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So I feel like you're dealing with someone who has been in a, I have to say, I think for most of you they're in a third party, or they were. I think they're still in it or they're leaving. See, you have the Seven of Swords here, so they've either left or they're in the process of leaving. But they stayed with this person out of guilt because they thought they should be with them, because I do think, you know, with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, it's like someone that was it's a very responsible energy, you know. It's like, oh, well, I can't leave because I give this person money, or like, you know, we have an arrangement or something, you know, or I've been with this person for like so long, even though we're not really in love, and it's very perfunctory. And the thing is, it's toxic with the Devil. In some way it's toxic, you know. So this person's, they're with them out of guilt, basically. So I'm going to leave it there, Aries. Just know that you will be getting, I'm so sorry about my throat. I do think your person is partly to blame for that. You just know that you will be getting a message from this person. Yes, they are so slow, but you have to kind of forgive them for that, because I really just think you threw this person for six. Is that the phrase? Like you just threw a spanner in their works, because they were just kind of plodding along, like just like dum da dum da dum, like, oh, life is kind of boring, but that's okay because that's all I know. Like all I know is boring. Like they may have been a little dissatisfied, but I think because they didn't have anything to compare it to, they were just kind of, they just got on with it. But yeah, like I said, like once they had you, it was like, oh, like once they had a taste of the good stuff, you know, they didn't want to go back, right? So yes, I'm going to leave it there, Aries. I hope this was a useful reading. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if it, if it was useful and it did resonate. Many blessings, Aries. Love and light.